From what my dear said before, this little female ghost is called Chinger. Chinger, can you hear me? As long as you're a good girl, I don't mind if you stay by my husband's side. I don't really care how unfaithful he is. The lawfully wedded missus is showing off her full cleavage pose, that pouting, teasing and provocative expression. Wow. Just keep being the way you are, not in a million years ever follow her example. But she completely fits my ultimate fantasy of a bewitching ghost. My lord, I want to. No, you don't want to. Since I'm so generous, shouldn't you obediently keep me company for practice now? My dear husband? My dear. Huh. My lady, can't you be a little bit more reserved? There are people and ghosts watching. My lady, I'm still here, don't pretend I don't exist. The lawfully wedded missus is really amazing. A moment later. I wonder how things are going in there. Did the lady and Xia Yan finish their meal yet? Wow, I wanted to study it properly. It's not over yet? Incredible. By the sound of their movement, the lawfully wedded missus is on top. The next day. You all roughly know the current state of affairs. The matriarch's direct disciple, Qin Xinxi, has been appointed as the new fourth elder, and will be based in Xufeng from now on. I'll be assisting the branch master in managing the branch. So let's get along well, everyone. Elder Martial Sister Qin has the power of an innate realm expert, so your presence here has literally doubled our strength. I'm glad Elder Martial Sister Qin's here, because from now on, if Branch Master Xia can't keep things under control, you'll be able to help us out of a predicament. What do you mean, if I can't keep things under control? Is that how you kiss someone's ass? You really suck at this. Now that the gossip is over, let's start today's business. Right. Let them in. We've heard that the Qining Pavilion, which is officially recognized by the Han, has added Branch Master Xia to the 5 beauties and 4 princes. 5 beauties and 5 princes will tread the martial arts world from now on. It's truly wonderful indeed. Even the title that has been drawn up, Xia Yan, the magical dignified prince, is a match made in heaven with a magical dignified beauty. What bloody title? Magical Konjac? Isn't that the same as Qin Xinxi's? Why do you look so unhappy, my dear? Could it be that you're dissatisfied with your title? How could I be? I'm overjoyed to have been able to become a match made in heaven with you, my lady. What's there to be glad about with 2 pieces of konjac? I'm not as soft and bouncy as this Qin Xinxi. Sure, Yenner, what are you doing? I have something to ask them. You were the ones who told me that Ji Yuntao wanted me to betray my sect, so as to remove Branch Master Xia from his position. Let me ask you again, is that really what he wanted? Well, you'd better think carefully before you answer. Don't you dare dupe me. I'll talk. It was because we lost all tact that we came up with such a foolish plot to deceive Miss Yenner by using his name. Sure, Yenner was actually involved in such a thing. No wonder her attitude changed so much after going out the other day. It turns out that her image of her idol crumbled. So I really wasn't wrong before. Ji Yuntao is indeed the cultured and refined gentleman I imagined he was. What's there to like about that hypocrite? Our branch master is so smart and amazingly powerful. Isn't he 100 times better than him? Who said I still like him? I just wanted to prove to myself that I was originally right. That's what's important. Otherwise, wouldn't I have been a complete fool from beginning until end? What's more, the branch master belongs to Elder Martial Sister Qin. Don't talk drivel right in front of her. Oh crap, Elder Martial Sister, it was a slip of the tongue, just an accidental slip. Yenner is such a good girl, but Chan Wu, on the other hand, shouldn't forget to clean the toilet for a month. I want to apologize to you, branch master. I shouldn't have been prejudiced against you because of past events. The branch master is indeed a hero among men. From now on, I'll be at your disposal no matter what. That's excellent then. We had some misunderstandings with Branch Master Xia because of our relationship with Ji Yuntao, but we're now deeply aware of our mistakes, so we've specially come here to make amends with Branch Master Xia. Yes, we've given up on almost our entire wealth, and our cargo wagons parked outside the branch are nearly blocking the road. Branch Master Xia, this money and goods will definitely offset the losses we've caused to the marching sect, and we've even added far more than 10 times that amount. Such is our sincerity. Only this? Branch Master Xia, please don't make things difficult for us. What we're giving this time is even more than what we paid to the Imperial Court as punishment. If we give any more, we really won't have anything left. Besides, we're not the masterminds behind this. Ji Yuntao is the one who's the marching sect's foe. It would be rather ungracious for a grand sect like the marching sect to make life difficult for a minor power like us. Yuntao is a forthright and candid man. Since when does he have animosity against my sect? I don't want whatever money or goods you have. What I do want is for you to join my sect voluntarily. Will you consider it? Branch Master Xia, for what it's worth, we're still a local power. You want us to join your sect voluntarily. How could that be allowed? Your proposal is totally unacceptable. Not to mention us, even the Imperial Court won't allow you to do such a thing. That's right. The Imperial Court won't sit back and watch any one party dominant. We've already been subdued by Branch Master Xie, so there's basically no difference whether we join or not, and we can serve as a safeguard for the marching sect, so as to save it from any trouble with the Imperial Court. That sounds somewhat reasonable. Indeed, it's good that you understand, Branch Master Xie. However, I don't need to reason with the likes of you. Do you really think you're worthy of haggling with a marching sect without any thought for what you are? I'm not some demon though. So if you hand over all of your territory and contacts in Xufeng, I won't look any further into your backstabbing, little plots, and even allow you some unimportant official posts. If you continue to be stubborn, I'll kill you, and pick a few of your subordinates who'll do as they're told. In any case, as far as I'm concerned, who I'll be using is just a matter of who's more handy. Branch Master Xie, you're so imperious that you aren't afraid that the Imperial Court will investigate this afterwards? We've exhausted our savings, and the compensation we've offered is more than enough to buy half of Xufeng. Don't be so overbearing. Oh, so what if I am? Don't threaten me with the Imperial Court. So what if they have a problem with it? Will they dispatch their men to encircle and annihilate the marching sect because of you, or will they ruthlessly punish us? Stop dreaming in broad daylight. Even if the Imperial Court does come, you won't get to see it because you'll already be dead. My patience runs thin. It has already been extrajudicial of me to have granted you the mercy of giving you this long. If you really annoy me, the marching sect has its ways of making your lives worse than death. Think very carefully before you speak. We are willing to join the marching sect. That's smart, on your feet. You've pushed us too far. I'll let you be pleased with yourself for the time being. We'll contact the Great River Alliance after we leave. Jinjiner doesn't want to see Xufeng unified in the slightest, so she'll help us rival the marching sect. This punk surnamed Xie is still too young. You think we won't turncoat with a mere verbal promise? Naive. Life has its ups and downs. Just you wait and see. Branch Master Xie, now that the matter is settled, we'll go back and make preparations. After all, joining the marching sect is a major event. We need to inform our men and get our assets in order. If there are no other arrangements, we'll excuse ourselves. We bid you farewell. Don't be in such a hurry. When I left to take over the branch, I brought along some of the marching sect's specialties. I didn't think I'd have a chance to give them away. But you guys are just in luck. It just so happens there's one for each of you. Help yourselves. Branch Master Xie, what is this? It's a specialty of the marching sect, Thrycine Nether Cold Pill. It's specially used to control people like you who harbor evil intentions. After taking it, you must take the antidote once a year. Otherwise the poison will gradually freeze your body, and eventually thoroughly turn it into an ice sculpture that will shatter upon touch, leaving you dead without an intact corpse. That's not necessary, Branch Master Xie. We're just nobodies. You can easily crush us even if we have a change of heart, so why waste precious pills? Since we've made a promise to you, Branch Master Xie, how can we go back on it? So reluctant to swallow them? You're still thinking thoughts you shouldn't be thinking. Let me guess. Currently, only the Great River Alliance can rival the marching sect. Were you going to pay them a visit to seek support in avenging you after you'd left? After all, apart from the Imperial Court, Jinjiner is the only one who doesn't want the marching sect to take over Xufeng as a whole. Branch Master Xie, you really know how to joke. How could we dare? Then swallow them, or do you choose death now? The origin points stemming from these guys' negative emotions haven't ceased since the very beginning. How pitiful indeed. Even their hatred can become an aid for me. I wonder if they'd snap if they found out the truth? I'll take it right now. I'll swallow it. I can't even use my strength. Could it be that my martial arts have been affected too? Cold, the top of my skull is frozen stiff. My whole body is cold. My energy and blood is freezing. It's really deadly poison. It would have been nice if you had been a little more sensible earlier. I even had to waste my poison pills. Chan Wu, you have full authority on how to handle the rest. Don't let them play any tricks. Yes. I'd expect nothing less from the branch master. He's so ruthless and devious. I really idolize him to the core. If I were a woman, I'd have probably been so swept off my feet that I'd have thrown myself into his arms of my own volition. Yenner, take them back to prepare for the merger, and keep a close eye on them. Let's go. We're one big family from now on, and according to order of entry, I should call you Junior Marshal Sister Hao and Junior Marshal Brother Fang. Now that we've taken care of those guys, Xufeng will fall completely under the control of our sect. My dear, how come I didn't know we had this kind of poison pill in the marching sect? Tell me the truth, you mustn't lie to me. What poison pill? I was just bluffing. After a year or so, we'll have all their territory and connections, and they'll be useless. You're so thorough, my dear. I'm extremely impressed. It was just a small trick. Don't tease me, my lady. If you're so capable, why are you always fobbing me off with excuses and so reluctant to face me? If you have something to say, just say it. What are you clutching China for? Mrs. is so soft and fragrant that I really want to take her as a hostage. If you run away, my dear, I'll vent my anger out on this little female ghost. My lady, hasn't it only been 4 hours since we got up? If we keep this up, we're going to pile a mountain of business at the branch. Clearly, you're the one who said you were going to have a major, non-stop battle with me first, my dear. Where did all that bravado go? Are you going to raise the white flag now? Or are you saying you can't do it, my dear? It doesn't matter though, I can just do it myself. My lady, right here in the council chamber? In broad daylight? That's a little bit too daring, no? The lawfully wedded missus is awesome, I want to learn, go on go on. That lump of energy is in turmoil, the little female ghost seems quite excited, want to come along? I actually don't mind it. Don't teach bad things to children. Chiner, come back. But I want to continue watching. You really do love her dearly, my dear husband. Alright, it's time to practice, maybe in a year or two, I'll have ascended to the second layer of the innate realm. My dear wife, I keep thinking you're treating me as some kind of elixir. My lady, shouldn't you dedicate a little more to help me advance to the innate realm? The next day. Is it almost noon? I practiced so hard yesterday, after fighting vigorously for no less than 38 battles, each in a different battlefield, even an innate realm expert's body will grow somewhat weary. What is this thing? It's a big world out there, and I want to go see it. Xia Yan? He ran away? No way, I'm going to catch him, bring him back and give him a good beating. I might just as well handcuff him to the bed to save me all the trouble. Elder Marshal Sister Shinzi. Chan Wu, keep an eye on the branch, I'm going out on a trip. Elder Marshal Sister Shinzi, you can't? The backlog of work has been piling up at the branch for days. The rebuilding of the mines and the handover of the surrounding powers are all under the personal control of the branch master. But I can't find him anywhere, so I came looking for you. That punk, Xia Yan, deliberately had something in store for me here. Elder Marshal Sister Shinzi, there are several urgent matters that need to be dealt with as soon as possible. Alright, take me to the study. Elder Marshal Sister, you've already walked past it. The study is this way. What nice sights and sounds of spring, it's better than a dream. My lord, you just left, don't you have to say a word to the lawfully wedded missus? Didn't I leave a note? What else was there to say? Besides, what I wrote wasn't wrong, it's a huge world out there, and I've been in all kinds of disputes ever since I came to this world, so I basically didn't have time to have a look around. Now it just so happens that I've got some, and it's always beneficial to roam around a bit to build up one's personal experience. If I had stayed in Sufing sooner or later, Qin Shinzi would have squeezed me dry. The finger of nirvana isn't to be used in such a way. I didn't really run away though. I'm going back to the sect to ask Miss Matriarch for a reward. Miss Matriarch promised to give me a new martial art when I reach the 9th layer of the acquired realm. I'm still somewhat looking forward to it, even after thinking about it so much. Marching sect. Shinzi sent me a letter saying that you ran away from Sufing, so I didn't expect you'd come back. The marching sect is my home, and Sisu is here, so how could I run away? Can't you see that I've missed you, Sisu? We haven't seen each other for so many days. Did you miss me, Sisu? Not really actually, it's just that it's been so long since I've had a new book worth reading. It's kinda pretty boring. Sisu, I'll immediately go spur that venerable stable lad from the famous Autumn Mountain to write some new works. Tell him not to write anything too explicit. I'll make sure it's passionate but not vulgar. It'll be very pure. You did a good job in Sufing this time. Even Wei Rodeo might not have been able to handle it better than you did. I'm very pleased. By the way, didn't Shinzi say you've been bringing up a little ghost girl? Where is she? Let her out for me to have a look. Also, I certainly don't remember teaching you a technique to control ghosts. Shinzi simply didn't believe that story of yours and complained to me about it in the letter she sent me. The sect founder appeared in my dreams and taught it to me. But Shinzi wouldn't believe me if I had said that. I made up the excuse that Sisu had taught it, so that she wouldn't continue nagging. The sect founder appeared in your dreams? I'm indeed the only one who believe in your nonsense. Stop being so long-winded and bring the little ghost girl out. Come out, Chinger. My lord, I was sleeping soundly. What a lovely little ghost girl. Ordinary innate realm experts can only sense the outline of an energy, but Sisu can actually see China with her bare eyes? Since I'm capable of being the matriarch of the marching sect, I'm certainly not an ordinary innate realm expert. Although I can't communicate with spirits and control ghosts like you, I can see spiritual beings without any problem. Sisu, you have seen Chinger, and even touched her. You know, I've won honor for the sect in Sufing this time. So do you think you can? Alright, I did indeed say I'd give you a new technique when you ascended to the 9th layer of the acquired realm. So relax, I won't break my promise. I naturally knew you would live up to your promise, Sisu, you're the best. Since you're able to rival Ji Yuntao, the gentle dignified prince, there should be no one below the innate realm that can be a menace to you. In terms of sheer destructive power, the finger of flowery swords can be ranked in the top 10 among the myriad of innate realm techniques. Although the Heavenly Guard is only an acquired realm technique, you have trained it in such a bizarre manner that its defensive capability doesn't lose out against the top innate realm defensive seeker techniques. You're not lacking in offense and defense. What you do lack now is a means of escape. When you encounter an opponent that can completely suppress you, such as an innate realm expert, you will fall into a situation where you can't beat him but can't escape. This book's startling rainbow escape is a lightness technique I especially sought for you. After practicing it, you will be able to spread 7 rainbow rays out of your body to run as fast as thunder. When you've fully mastered it, your instantaneous speed will be faster than that of an innate realm expert flying through the sky. It's that amazing? Yes, it's very amazing, but this technique is too extreme, as a single discharge will consume 90% of your innate energy and cause damage to your body. Normal martial arts aren't practiced in such a way. That's why I didn't put it in the Sutra Pavilion for fear of hurting someone. Since you know the finger of Nirvana, you can repeatedly trigger it in times of crisis without fear of injury or expenditure. Hence an innate realm expert with even the slightest weakness in his lightness technique won't be able to catch up with you. If you can't beat them, just run. I like it. Sisu, I'll be practicing really hard next. So, do you have any other techniques? Do you have any more, Sisu? Why do you look so much like a squirrel storing food? Don't you know that you're biting off more than you can chew? I know you think you're exceptionally talented and have no fear. But martial arts aren't something the more of them you practice, the better. Many martial arts skills conflict with each other when they are practiced together. You can save yourself with the finger of Nirvana if the meridians in your body suffer a deviation. But you can't save yourself with it if the conflicting technique philosophies cause your realm to destroy itself. Are you willing to stay in the acquired realm for the rest of your life? Not willing. Since you've chosen the finger of flowery swords as your fundamental cultivation method, practice it properly and don't get distracted. When you've ascended to the innate realm, and have mastered the finger of flowery swords, then you can consider other martial art cultivation methods. Alright, I'll listen to you, Sisu. I have the system to help me practice infused skills, so nothing bad would probably happen, but unfortunately I can't reveal that secret. I feel like I've been tricked by the matriarch. When did I ever say anything about a fundamental cultivation method? I can do ordinary external martial arts and boxing too. Yeah, my lord, let's go back and ask the matriarch for them. Forget it, I'll practice the startling rainbow escape for now. Why do you want so many cultivation techniques, my lord? You're obviously already very powerful. Because I'm exceptionally gifted and proficient in the art of refinement of tens of thousands of scriptures, so the more martial arts I master, the more powerful I become. I can combine all my martial arts into one, so naturally, the more techniques I have, the better. Here I am. When my lord showed me around during the daytime, he said all the martial arts manuscripts of the marching sect are in this building. I want to help my lord by sharing his burdens and overcoming his difficulties. Why does it feel like there's something strange about this? It seems like there's some kind of resistance. This is really tough. Oh dear. I put too much strength into it. I have to get ready for work. I can't waste any time. I've come here with a mission. I must help my lord. Wow, there are so many manuscripts that a single ghost basically can't handle them all. I'll call for reinforcements then. Night Walk of the 100 Ghosts technique. Let's do it, everyone. Let's copy the books together. You've got a lot of guts, you little ghost girl, to have the impertinence to come here and steal. You're the ghost girl that boy Xie Yan has been bringing up, aren't you? You're really quite pretty. Little ghost girl, you have to remember that a great sect like the marching sect will always have formations to protect their key points. If I hadn't turned off the formation in time, you would have long been destroyed by it when you recklessly rammed through it. This won't do. I have to go find that brat, Xie Yan, and say a few words to him. It's an exceedingly rare sight for a ghost to have unlocked its spiritual wisdom. But he ended up bringing it up so poorly. Don't speak ill of my lord. The mandarin ducks roll underneath the red quilt, and the pear blossom tree presses down on the crab apple one. You're the worst, you bad, weird old man. I'm so mad. Who's there? Where did you come from, fiend? Have a taste of my sword. How dare you attack someone like that, you brat? Inheritance elder? It was instinct. It was just an instinctual response. If one suddenly opens their eyes to find an old man staring at them in a sinister and cold way on their bedside, how the hell would one know if it wasn't mounting a sneak attack or a night one? Anyone would have done that subconsciously, right? If I had mounted a sneak attack, you'd already be dead. However, boy, you've sure made great progress with your finger of flowery swords, as you've already stepped into the withering of the 100 flowers level in such a short period of time. You can tell just by looking at my face that I'm a natural talent at practicing the finger of flowery swords. Wah, my lord, save me. Chinger? This little ghost girl sneaked into the Sutra Pavilion and was slyly engaging in petty deeds. Boy, did you know about this? Such a thing actually happened? Chinger is really not sensible. It's my fault for not educating her properly. Fortunately, the elder was watching, so she didn't make a serious mistake. It's good that the little ghost girl cares about her master. But one just can't violate the taboo. A sex martial arts are its foundation. Even matriarch, you can't just impart them without a valid reason. What the sect gives you is yours to keep, but what it doesn't isn't yours to take. I've received your advice. I'll strictly abide by the sect's rules henceforth. Let's leave it at that. You're a wise man, so just a little sermon will do. I purposefully came here, mainly because of your little ghost girl. When I was young, I traveled around the world and found this wordless scripture by chance in an ancient tomb. I couldn't make any sense of it, but according to the records in the tomb at that time, it was a cultivation technique practiced by some kind of ghost cultivator that only inhabitants of the netherworld can comprehend. However, ghost cultivation and what not only exists in legends, so I have been casting it aside. But now that I've seen your little ghost girl, I can't help but want to give her a try. A wordless scripture that only a ghost cultivator can practice. There are actually a lot of spiritual beings in the world, but there are barely any sentient ghosts that can communicate with humans, so I'm quite curious how far this little ghost girl can grow. This wordless scripture is something I personally obtained, so it's not like I'm breaking the rules by giving it to her. Alrighty then, I'm getting old and sleepy, so I'll be going now. Remember to keep tabs on your little ghost girl, or else I'll punish you as her master if she does the wrong thing again. Wah, I even got Lord Xia Yan involved. That's okay, it's not your fault. I was the one who didn't warn you of the rules of the sect. I didn't expect that apart from Sisu, the inheritance elder could also see ghosts. The marching sect really has some individuals of unusual ability hiding in plain sight. But what kind of ghost cultivation method is this? It's really a wordless scripture, not a single letter on it. I can't see any letters on it either. Anyway, you should keep it for now, China. There's no telling what kind of stroke of luck you might need, so take your time. The system isn't responding either. It can't record unintelligible martial arts. I can't understand a thing if it doesn't have a single word on it, so I'll try to figure out a way to help China make sense of it later. The startling rainbow escape is indeed worthy of being called a top-notch escape technique, as its intensity and expenditure are both comparable to that of the withering of the 100 flowers. I have a sneaking suspicion that the entry level is just a few days away, so I'll use my origin points to upgrade it to the max level then. My lord is making incredible progress, but I can't even read a single word. I'm so useless. If one could make sense of this technique so easily, then ghost cultivation wouldn't only appear in legends. Take your time, there's no rush. I understand. Let's go see the matriarch, maybe she can help you out. Oh good, Miss Matriarch's grooming is very comfortable. It's really a wordless scripture. I can't tell what profound and mysterious theory is behind it either. If even Sisu can't see through it, then China really can't learn it. This goes without saying, but there aren't many records of ghost cultivation, so it's already a great opportunity for China to have gotten this technique. Just let nature take its course and don't be impatient. Indeed, it's best to just let fate take its course, I suppose. The inheritance China brought back from the world of Tongling has yet to be fully fathomed. They are here already? Let's skip the small talk. We have a visitor today. A visitor? What kind of visitor? Xia Yan, hide your little ghost girl. Although I don't know if they can see her or not, since you can hide her, you should do so. Oh, alright. Yu Hongyan, why are you still hanging around with this stinky brat? Yu Xuanji is about to bring someone. Great elder, long time no see, did you miss me? Yenna wrote to me about what about your conduct and deeds in Sufeng, and that's about it. Nothing that can be regarded as you humiliating the sect. Xia Yan, you're indeed the only one in my disciple Changwu's heart right now. Goodness, how capable you are, men or women anything goes, huh? I really want to express my gratitude to Chanwu and Yenna for their continuous support. It's because of them that the Sufeng branch is what it is today. What the heck is up with Ji Chanwu? Don't tell me he's really gay? Save your idle chat, Yu Hongyan. You better get rid of this kid as soon as possible. The less people that know about this, the better. I'm not planning on making him leave. Xia Yan's mind is very flexible and ingenious, so he can help us by giving advice if he stays as an observer. Exactly so. It seems as if there's some juicy gossip coming? Out of the question. Having him stay is absurd. At what time has the Mo Qing sect ever turned to a junior member for advice? I've never been very fond of using my brain, and I'm not as deceitful as you are. Just in case someone digs a trap for me to fall in, Xia Yan can at least help me discern one or two of them by being present. You should just take your seats. I won't let Xia Yan go, so there's no need for you to mention this again, great elder. Humph, fine, you're the matriarch, so you have the final say. Bai Suyuan of the Blissful Temple, as agreed on, has come to impose upon the hospitality of your sect today. Yu Xuanji and Bai Suyuan? Why are the two of them together? No, what's Bai Suyuan doing in the marching sect? Is this the newly appointed member of the 5 beauties and 5 princes, Xia Yan, the magical dignified prince? He's also here. Naturally, it's the matriarch's intention for Xia Yan to stay here, so you can just pretend he doesn't exist. Bai Suyuan, he won't divulge your secret. Forgive me for my rudeness. I have been exchanging letters with your esteemed sect for many days and have ventured personally to come here today to request a definite answer. Have you come to a decision, matriarch you? Xie Yan doesn't know the whole story yet, so tell it from the beginning. It seems that the rumors are true. The person Yu Hongyan relies on most is Xie Yan. I'll start from the beginning then. It all started with the former great elder of the Blissful Temple, Lu Qingmei. Many years ago, Lu Qingmei failed in her fight over the position of High Priestess with the former High Priestess Dang Hongchen, and soon after, she left the sect, without anyone knowing where she went. Dang Hongchen thought so highly of herself that she attacked the Maching sect, but suffered tremendous losses, and several elders of the sect perished. I managed with great difficulty to stabilize the situation and was about to close the monastery and order my disciples to practice and build up strength. Yet Lu Qingmei returned at that moment. She claimed to have received a call for help from the sect, and came back especially to preside over the general state of affairs. Moreover, she showed an extremely strong desire to rise to a higher position. By way of seniority, she's Dang Hongchen's elder martial sister, and I'm no match for her in terms of martial arts or cultivation base. If she wants to be High Priestess, I fundamentally have no reason to object. However, I have led the Blissful Temple through its most challenging circumstances, and all disciples in the temple believe in me. On the other hand, Lu Qingmei left many years ago, and now, except for the older generation, not many people recognize her. Because of this, Lu Qingmei is utterly wary of me. Even if I surrender to her of my own accord, she will only use me to stabilize the morale of the troops, and once she is in power, I'll be a stumbling block to her authority, and she will surely kill me. I have come here to safeguard myself and to prevent the Blissful Temple from going astray. I'm requesting help from the Maching sect to kill Lu Qingmei. I'm not even going to mention where you got this gall from. But ever since the Blissful Temple attacked the Maching sect, our sects have formed a feud against each other. Where in the world does it make sense to help our foes? You mentioned in your letter that the Xinhua sect is supporting Lu Qingmei, which is indeed a major demonic sect that has long been at the top of the ranks. You may not be afraid of getting beaten to a pulp, but I'm afraid of not getting any advantage and inviting trouble instead. Indeed, in these years Lu Qingmei has been away from the sect. She has hooked up with Gui, the deputy sect master of the Xinhua sect, and on this occasion, has returned with the thousand-faced prince of the Xinhua sect. She is always outspoken about her affair with Gui in front of the disciples. As to why I sought the Maching sect? Lu Qingmei has deep malice towards the Maching sect, and in order to win people's hearts, she's been preaching that she would continue to target the Maching sect and prepare to exact revenge so as to settle the score. I originally didn't agree with Dang Hongchen when she proposed to attack the Maching sect, but she still held out on me and committed a mistake. If Lu Qingmei, whose conduct is similar to Dang Hongchen's, comes into the equation as well, will the Blissful Temple be fine? Let's put aside the feud between the Blissful Temple and the Maching sect. Xuanji and I had a deep friendship in Jiangling in the past. With Xuanji here, I can greatly set my mind at ease with the Maching sect. You and I only had a pull your hair and scratch your face relationship, so stop trying to worm your way into being friends with me. Getting back to the main point, once Lu Qingmei is in power, she'll definitely join forces with Ji to attack the Moching sect. As long as you protect me and kill her, we can immediately put an end to these hostilities imperceptibly, and I'll do my best to resolve the feud between our two sects and forge an alliance with the Maching sect in mutual defense aid. This is a win-win deal. What's there not to like about it? You can set your mind at ease with the Maching sect, but we certainly can't set our minds at ease with you. The relationship between the Blissful Temple and the Maching sect is one of enmity. There's absolutely no basis for trust. What would we do if you've teamed up with Lu Qingmei and want to attack the Moching sect again by engaging in the scheme of injuring yourself to gain our confidence? Even if what you said is true, how can we be sure you won't go back on your word once you've secured your position as High Priestess? Hall Master Bai, everyone knows how to use their mouth, but it won't do without any sincerity. Xie Yan is right. Even if our sect helps you, we have no guarantees other than your verbal promise. That's certainly not a good situation to be in. I'd like to make you a promise worth thousands of gold and silver, but the situation in the Blissful Temple being the way it is, I'm powerless to even defend myself. Pretending to look more formidable than one is by making blind promises would be of no use other than arousing your displeasure. I'd rather be magnanimous and treat you with sincerity. If the Maching sect is ultimately unwilling to lend their assistance, I'll do my utmost to find it within my soul that I have no choice but to leave everything behind, escape from the Blissful Temple and become a wanderer upon the world of cultivation. This is the worst thing about the people from the Blissful Temple. Even when they are in such a desperate situation, they can still be at peace with themselves, and with no origin points coming from them, I can't judge if their intentions are good or not. Hall Master Bai, we actually do trust you, but as you know, that trust is too fragile in light of the relationship between our two sections. Xie Yan, you stinky brat, when did I ever say I trust her? Bai Suyuan, no matter how nicely you say it, it's useless. I have a mysterious bone eroding pill here. After taking it, You must take the antidote every 7 days, or your intestines will rupture, your belly will rot, and you will die. Only I can make the antidote. As long as you agreed to take this poison pill, I'll believe your words. Is that what you intend as well, matriarch you? I'll swallow it. Wait a moment. I don't think that's very appropriate. Miss Matriarch, are you stupid or what? If Bai Suyuan is sincere about wanting our help, even if she'll be completely under control after this, the one who she'll be taking orders from is Wu Lingxian, not you. Great Elder, your poison is excessively potent. She must take the antidote once every 7 days. What if something untoward happens during that period, causing Hall Master Bai to be unable to meet the Great Elder in time to get the antidote? Wouldn't that be too tragic? Even if a lot of antidotes were prepared in advance, if by any chance Hall Master Bai gets locked up or trapped somewhere, and can't get out for a year or so, such an amount of antidotes won't be enough. Then what do you suggest we do? Great Elder, you're not actually going to prepare 1 to 2 years worth of antidote for Hall Master Bai, are you? I'm always skeptical of the integrity, sincerity, or motives of others. Given such an ample amount of time, Hall Master Bai might be able to find someone to uncover your antidote. It wouldn't do Hall Master Bai any harm to listen to my proposal. Feel free to speak your mind. As long as I can manage it, I'll surely do as instructed. Our matriarch once ran across a fortuitous encounter, and acquired an unorthodox skill called Ultimate Elysian Bliss Technique. Once this martial art is practiced, one whose level is higher can completely control one whose level is lower. In the event one has the intention of revolting, the one with the greater proficiency in the technique can order the one whose proficiency is least to self-detonate. And its formidable power can even blow up an expert 3 minor realms higher than oneself. Since Hall Master Bai trusts the marching sect, the marching sect will reciprocate that same trust accordingly, as long as Hall Master Bai puts her life in the hands of our sect. In the worst case scenario, Hall Master Bai can use this opportunity to perish together with Lu Qimei, and the marching sect will be able to set aside the enmity between our two sects after this ordeal, thus truly bringing safety to the blissful temple. Hall Master Bai, what do you think? I can agree to this. You can agree to it like this. But I can't just fucking give out the ultimate demonic bliss technique. Wouldn't that be like serving a meal to the Shui Lu? Miss Matriarch, have you still not understood my intention? If you have the means, use it quickly. I can't keep making things up much longer. But let me arrange for a successor. If I really do perish with Lu Qimei, the blissful temple will need a qualified leader. Alright, Xia Yan, stop scaring Hall Master Bai. What he just said was only a test for Hall Master Bai. Hall Master Bai has shown such self-sacrifice. I think everyone here must approve of you. But although you've passed the test, we still need some manner of enforcing obedience. Miss Matriarch has finally noticed. Inside this case is a male and female pair of spiraling hornless dragon poisonous parasites, which have been secretly handed down through the generations. After one takes the male, they'll be under the control of the one who possesses the female. It won't take your life, but if you gain the intention of revolting, you'll suffer fate worse than death nevertheless. Since you're not even afraid of being blown up, you'll surely not oppose taking this parasite. Of course, if I don't have to perish together with her, I'll. You've got the wrong one. The small one is the female, the big one is the male. Bai Suyuan, even you have your day. You people from the blissful temple can really swallow that thing with a straight face. In this way, do you feel sufficiently at ease? I feel at ease, Bai Suyuan. You're really resolute and decisive. Hall Master Bai, I have another question I would like to ask you. For better or worse, you're the acting high priestess of the blissful temple, and a powerhouse at the innate realm. So why are you willing to be under the control of others when you could have obviously chosen to escape to some faraway place? Moreover, how can you be so sure that Lu Qingmei will kill you? What if she doesn't? You didn't compete with her for the position from the start. Once she takes the seat as high priestess, why would she kill you? Wouldn't that be like shooting her own foot? Young Lord Xie, you don't realize the kind of woman Lu Qingmei is. Lu Qingmei is narrow-minded, and has always been vengeful. In those years, I played a role in helping Dang Hongchen rise to the position of high priestess. The elders and the matriarch should have heard that I've had a long-standing score with her. Although she hid her emotions very deeply when she returned, I could feel her murderous intent towards me. If we cooperate with you, we'll ultimately only end up making the blissful temple a vassal of the marching sect, and I can trust that with Matriarch Yu's conduct, she'll never abandon her benefactor upon achieving her goal. Naturally, I'll be the high priestess of the blissful temple, but if I don't do anything, only death will befall me, even if I run away to some faraway place. I may not be able to escape from Lu Qingmei's pursuit, not to mention the fact that a life on the run is nothing compared to one of sitting at ease in the blissful temple. Naturally, I'd rather be a vassal than lose my power or my life. Is that so? That seems to make sense. Alright, Xie Yan, stop pestering her with all manners of questions. Bai Suyuan is one of us now. Let's get down to business. Suyuan, how do you want us to help you kill Lu Qingmei? Don't even think about telling us to set out in full force towards the blissful temple to surround and kill Lu Qingmei, no matter how sweetly you put it, or how we have the great sect formation. I won't go. I don't want to follow the same tracks that led Dang Hongqin to her demise. Innate realm experts have sharp senses and can move about with incredible pace. If there's no special circumstance, even if all of us innate realm experts join forces to attack her from all sides, there's a certain probability that she'll escape with her life. Bai Suyuan, have you considered the consequences if we fail to surround and kill Lu Qingmei? It doesn't really matter to us, but I'm afraid it won't be too encouraging for you. Don't worry, Lu Qingmei will die for sure. I've already chosen a grave site for her, not in the blissful temple, but rather in the branch of the Xue Lu in the city of Datong, the Datong auction house. You've probably all been there. The Datong auction house's auction room is made entirely of excellent quality cast cold iron, and after the only entrance is closed, even an innate realm expert would need at least half a stick of incense to break it down by force. This amount of time is enough for us to swarm in and kill Lu Qingmei. Holy shit, what kind of martial art is this? Bai Suyuan, it seems that you have made vigorous progress in your heavenly creation method, as you can effortlessly use your innate energy to draw such a fine, vivid and realistic model. It's nothing more than a fragile and fancy trick, completely devoid of usefulness in a real battle. Elder Wu is right. It's just a small trick I use to stave off boredom in my daily life, not something you'd want to put on stage. The commander of the Xue Lu in the city of Datong and I are old acquaintances. As long as I can find a chance to lure Lu Qingmei there, he'll cooperate with me in locking the only way out. Provided we're lying in wait inside in advance, she'll be a sitting duck. That's right, the Datong auction house can indeed be used to trap Lu Qingmei. Let's follow your plan then. Great. And second elder, when the time comes, you two and Suyuan will deal with Lu Qingmei together. You have no problem with that, right? No problem. As long as Lu Qingmei can't escape, 3 innate realm experts should be more than enough to kill her. The 4th elder has just recently been appointed. Shouldn't she do something too? I think we should call her up this time. Xinxi is guarding Tsufeng right now, so be it. I'll ask her to join you on this endeavor. Suyuan, since Lu Qingmei is wary of you, I'm afraid it won't be so easy for you to lure her into your trap. If nothing can be done, then just give up on this and come be the 5th elder of the Maching sect. Thank you very much for your concern, matriarch, but I can always think of a way, though I have another thorny problem on my hands. I've been away from the blissful temple for a few days now, and I'm afraid it may have aroused some suspicion from Lu Qingmei. If I try to contact you afterwards, even if I use an eagle to send a message, it won't be very safe, so it would be best to have someone to come back with me to the blissful temple, so that we can communicate more easily. It would be best if this person is not too well known, not too strong, not an excessively conspicuous innate realm expert, but not too weak as to be unable to shoulder the risk, and simultaneously have a way to contact the Maching sect at all times. The communication aspect is a real problem. No way, don't pick me. I really don't want to go to that blissful temple shithole. It's too risky and I can't even absorb any origin points there. Xia Yan, how about you go? I dare not disobey. Who told me to be Sis Yu's favorite? I'll send Xia Yan back with you to the blissful temple. You must take care to help him hide his identity. Don't expose him. Rest assured, matriarch. The magical dignified prince is indeed the best choice. Although he has made a name for himself recently, he's a newcomer to the world of cultivation and the overwhelming majority of people have basically never seen him before. Then this matter comes to an end here. Xia Yan will stay here for the moment. The 3rd elder will take Suyuan to the side chamber to wait for a while, and the rest of you will disperse. Sis Yu, I don't really want to go. Stop moping and sighing. I know this endeavor is dangerous, but if we examine the whole sect, you're the most suitable candidate for the job. If you continue practicing the startling rainbow escape, no innate realm expert will be able to block your path. If something doesn't feel right midway, you can just give up on the assignment and flee. Your personal safety comes first. Wear this energy concealment pendant. It was handed down to me by my master, the previous sect master, and can conceal your spirit. As long as you don't bump into them in person, it'll be very difficult for ordinary innate realm experts to find you. When I was young and weak and was wandering around on foot through the martial arts world, I relied on it to avoid countless calamities. Thank you very much for bestowing me this treasure, Sis Yu. After bidding farewell to Miss Matriarch for a while, I set off with Bai Suyuan on a journey to the blissful temple. Of course, the always prudent and courageous me wouldn't just enter the monastery of the blissful temple without the tiniest grasp of the situation. Besides, even if an outstanding man such as myself were to wear a mask, he'd be as dazzling a sight as a lighthouse in the dark. How can I disguise myself? I'll stay outside as backup until the time is ripe. You just don't trust me, but I don't mind. After all, you're one of the 5 beauties and 5 princes of the Han Empire, the magical dignified prince. And your signature technique is the finger of flowery swords, so you're bound to expose yourself. It would be best for you to stay outside and keep in touch. In case I have important information and can't extricate myself from my obligations, I'll send a reliable agent to contact you, but we'll need to agree on a secret code that can't easily be guessed by others, so as to avoid being fooled by the Thousand-Faced Prince in disguise. By the way, since the Thousand-Faced Prince is known by such a title, could it be that he can impersonate anyone? Every time the Thousand-Faced Prince changes his identity, not only his appearance, but also his skills will change as well. At first, people thought that he was gifted with remarkable ability, and that he had really become proficient in numerous kinds of martial arts. Gradually, rumors began to spread that what he had actually mastered was a very peculiar technique, the mantra of formlessness. Rumor has it that this technique can instantly duplicate other people's martial arts, and its power is not much weaker than the original, making it very peculiar. Fortunately, the Thousand-Faced Prince is only at the 9th layer of the acquired realm, so imitating innate realm techniques is beyond his reach. Holy shit, isn't that copycat ability literally Sharingan? I must get this technique when I have the opportunity, so I can troll the shit out of everyone later. But if he doesn't genuinely make a move, it'll be difficult to tell him apart, so we'll need a secret code. I've got one. Each time we meet, we'll meet with our tongues 3 times up, 4 times down, 7 times left, 8 times right, swirling them together 22 times in that order. Please conduct yourself. I'll teach you a secret code. When we run into each other, you'll say, Dalabangba banda bida bijabiluing. That way we won't be fooled by an impersonator. What a tongue-twisting secret code. Bai Suyuan really did go to the marching sect for reinforcements, and the one she brought is Xia Yan, the magical dignified prince. No. Although we don't dare to get any closer, so as to avoid entering her innate realm expert alert range. The Xue Lu has a secret method, which allows one to pry into other people's conversation from a distance. We have already noted down the secret code. Now there's no danger of anything going wrong. A few days later, western suburb of the city of Datong. Come on, I'll rub your head for 2 hours if you can catch up to me. You're a rascal, Lord Xie Yin. You obviously weren't this fast before. Not bad indeed. The startling rainbow escape is much more flexible after upgrading it over the level cap. I'm now capable of running in more than just an awkward straight line with it. Most importantly, it only cost me 200 origin points, which was really a bargain. With my current amount of innate energy, I can travel nearly at the speed of sound when I trigger it. I really do wonder how fast I'll be after I've ascended to the innate realm. Now that I've mastered the startling rainbow escape, I don't need to fear anything in this world anymore. Come on, let's go back to the city of Datong and wait for news from Bai Suyuan. Lord Xie Yan, does this mean I've caught up with you this time? It does. Wait until we get to the inn before I rub you at leisure. Northern suburb of the city of Datong, Guanyin Mountain, Blissful Temple. Lu Qingmei's residence. Xie Yan, the magical dignified prince, distinguished, elegant, and of striking appearance. I've heard that he's a handsome man who's on par with Ji Yintao, the gentle dignified prince. I would actually like to see if he's really as attractive as the rumors say he is. You just want to take a look, Aunt? Esteemed nephew, are you jealous? Don't worry, Auntie loves you dearly. Don't be impatient, Aunt. We should think about how to deal with Bai Suyuan first. Speaking of the devil, Bai Suyuan has dropped in to visit us of her own accord. Elder Lu, I have something to discuss with you. I hope I'm not interrupting Elder Lil's fine mood by coming unannounced. Why would it? You're a great and meritorious figure of the blissful temple, little Suyuan. Even if I were indulging in someone's solace in bed, I'd still push them aside to come meet you. That won't be necessary. Rest assured, Elder Lu. I won't impose on your hospitality in the middle of the night. Let's go back to business. I'm deeply aware that Elder Lu has always regarded the marching sect as a mortal malady. Yet you have Dang Hongchen's example laid before you. Most of the innate realm experts in the blissful temple perish due to her. Although the blissful temple is being aided by the Xinhua sect, the innate realm experts of the marching sect lack for nothing, and won't be easy to handle. If we start a war with them again, I worry that the blissful temple will suffer misfortune once again and add one disaster on top of another. With all this back and forth talk, are you trying to persuade me to avoid fighting? Oh, little Suyuan, how come you've become such a coward after all these years of hanging around Dang Hongchen? As for the Xinhua sect, Gui, as the deputy sect master, is willing to lend me his own son to order as I please, so what are you still dwelling over? I don't mean to sow discord between you and the Xinhua sect. It's just that if we're really going to start a war, the blissful temple simply doesn't have the manpower to put forth such an effort, so we'd have no other choice but to rely on the Xinhua sect. I'm just unwilling to sit back and reap what I have not sown, so I want to make further preparations without outside help. Heaven 5. The commander of Shui Lu branch in the city of Datong is an old acquaintance of mine. I want to get in touch with the ancestor of bliss of the Shui Lu through him. As long as we can ask that person to act, the innate realm experts of the marching sect will surely meet their deaths if they dare to leave their monastery. But that would be too large an undertaking. Even that scoundrel, Heaven 5, wouldn't dare to disturb the ancestor at will, so this requires you, Elder Lu, the real leader of the blissful temple, to go into action personally and determine a solution before such can be accomplished. There's some reason in what you say. I'll think about it carefully. You can go now. Little Suyuan. Then I'll quietly wait for news and ask Elder Lu to trust me. I'm solely devoted to the sect. Heaven Emblem number 5 of the Shui Lu branch in the city of Datong is an intimate friend of Bai Suyuan, and she regards him as her aide. However, Bai Suyuan doesn't know that Heaven 5 has already told me all her plans right from the very start. Oh, esteemed nephew, what did you do to get that Heaven 5 to betray his own partner? Heaven 5 and I have long been acquainted with each other, and take pride in being mutual best friends. I know well what he cares about most. Isn't women or friendship, but money and goods. Whatever Bai Suyuan can give him, I can offer 10 times more. I've been vexed on how to deal with Bai Suyuan, but I didn't expect that slut would repay kindness by stabbing us in the back and collude with the marching sect. Now that she's given me such a tight hold on her, I'd surely let her down if I didn't use it to my full advantage. Although Bai Suyuan gives no cause for worry, there are still too few people in the sect and can use. If your old man hadn't suddenly gone into seclusion, I wouldn't have fallen into this awkward situation with only you to aid me. It's a good thing that father is able to break through to a higher level, so don't blame him, and according to the information provided by Heaven 5, Bai Suyuan brought back the magical dignified prince to act as a liaison with the marching sect, so maybe we can start from there. There's a deep-seated blood feud between the marching sect and the blissful temple, so if we can kill Xia Yan, it can even be said that there will no longer be any trust between Bai Suyuan and the marching sect. I'll leave the planning to you then. Just do one request for me. Don't kill Xia Yan right after you capture him. Andy wants to see what he looks like. Then I'll go there personally, lest the men of the Shui Lu be too ruthless. Go. But remember to come back soon. Andy doesn't want to spend the night alone in bed. City of Datong Inn? What the hell? Why are there assassins of the Shui Lu wandering around me recently? With the ultimate demonic bliss technique over the level cap, as long as they are within a certain distance, the assassins of the Shui Lu won't be able to hide their presence before me. When I first entered the city, I noticed the assassins secretly spying on me. I thought it was quite normal for an assassin organization to monitor new experts in the city, but now it seems that they are obviously targeting me. You gentlemen stirring so vigorously outside the window, what noble errand brings you here to visit me this late at night? The magical dignified prince has good ears. Bai Suyuan of the blissful temple entrusted us with the task of bringing you to discuss an important matter. The agreed upon secret code is Dalabangba Banda Bi Debujo Bilwing. The secret code is correct. The matter is urgent. Come with us quickly, magical dignified prince. Just a moment, let me put on some clothes. Weird, but it makes no difference to me. It doesn't matter if there's a problem, because aside from their ancestor, the Shui Lu is but a meal in front of me. Return to my forehead for now. Please feel free to summon me if you need anything, Lord Xia Yan. Datong Auction House. The magical dignified prince has arrived. Take him downstairs. Alright, please come inside. Why is he hiding here of all places? Whatever, it's safer this way. It's almost been 3 stories down, right? Just where are you taking me? Don't worry, young lord, you'll find out as soon as we get there. Here's the place. Enjoy yourself to the fullest, young lord. This humble servant will excuse himself now. That chick, Bai Suyuan, isn't really selling me out, is she? She's undoubtedly under the control of the matriarch, so what the heck is she plotting? Someone's spamming me with origin points again, and I don't even know who this dirty pervert is. My reputation in the main world rose sharply after the Jiangnan meeting, and I get a bunch of origin points every now and then, but it's not often for the spam to come from the same person. The magical dignified prince truly deserves his reputation, a handsome man brimming with spirit and of remarkable brilliance indeed. I've been waiting for you for a long time. You know me? Who is this guy? There's no sign on his body of him having practiced the ultimate demonic bliss technique, so apparently he's not an assassin of the Shui Lu. I'm greatly fascinated by the numerous rumors I've heard about the magical dignified prince. It's a shame that you're about to suffer a crushing defeat. One can't avoid but sigh with regret at the fickleness of fate. All of these elite personnel of the Shui Lu are gathered here. The exit is locked and can only be opened from the outside. All your plans are in vain today. Just accept your fate. Can you tell me the reason for my death? What's in it for Bai Suyuan if the Shui Lu turncoats? Has she really been preaching the scheme of injuring herself to gain our confidence with Lu Qingmei from the very beginning? Then I'll enlighten you as to the reason for your untimely demise. How can that lowly Bai Suyuan be placed in the same category as my aunt? Heaven 5 is certainly not the kind of man who'd get carried away by a woman, so he'll naturally know what to do if his best friend here reminds him. You're the thousand-faced prince. Bai Suyuan, you worthless chick. Your hidden trump cards have been exposed right from the start. Smart, but you realize the truth too late. Get him. You're quite the arrogant one, thousand-faced prince. But you don't seem to know who you're messing with. Ultimate demonic bliss technique. What's going on? Impossible. This energy force, how does he know the ultimate demonic bliss technique? And how come his proficiency level is even higher than mine? Heaven 5, you must have realized his identity. At first, I wanted to tell you when he came in, but you most probably wouldn't believe me if I didn't let you experience it for yourself. Oh, Heaven 3, you're willing to show up? I saw you were having a lot of fun up there. What are you doing down here? Earth Guardian, I'd been hiding from you in the city of Datong. How we still managed to meet each other again must be the ill will of fate. And I asked that you withdraw your energy force. The Thunder Emblem assassins are about to be squashed to death by you. Who is he? Another Sky-class assassin like me. You call him Xidigarba Sky 3? But I've never heard of that name in our sect. It's more complicated than you think, Sky 5. Xidigarba is just a code name. As for his true identity, all I can say is that he's close with our Elder Joy, and we can't disobey him. Elder Joy. I see. Charming Jade Child has a story with Elder Joy. I lost. Wait, what is he going to do? I didn't see that coming. What's going on, Sky 5? He never came here. How cunning. It's the consciousness control of the Shinhwa sect's mantra of hexatic senses. It can make someone become a puppet for the manipulator to check what's going on through the puppet's senses. Plus Child Thousand Faces' disguise methods. He can always find a scapegoat to go outside as him. Meanwhile, no one knows where he really is. How troublesome and annoying. He tricked me as well. I'll find him and charge for double later. Child Thousand Faces is your friend, Sky 5. Are you gonna rip him off like that? Even biological brothers have to make the balance clear, not to mention my best friend who embarrassed me. But of course, I'll forgive him as long as he pays me well. Oh, what if I offer you an even higher price? Would you cut him loose and help me kill him? Charming Jade Child, Guhuayu is my friend. After all, we're really friends. Is that so? Then, it's extra. Oh, really? I was joking. Of course I'll help you with full strength, Xidigarba. Money is for outsiders. I almost forget that he can blow me up anytime. Since he's so cautious, we can't do anything for now, but we'll make him pay sooner or later. It's not easy to kill that guy. After getting caught, he has probably run far away by now. I trust the Bloodthirst sect's expertise. I'll leave the hunting to you. I'm not familiar with Child Thousand Faces, so you'll lead this operation. Being close with him doesn't change the difficulty of killing him. My head hurts. I didn't know Child Thousand Faces and Sky 5 were close. Sky 5 had told him everything about Bai Suyuan's plan. Lu Qimei should know it too. Bai Suyuan will be in danger in the Bliss Temple. I need to find a way to inform her about this. But Child Thousand Faces has run away. Perhaps it's too late. Origin point gained. Greed. Guhuayu. Guhuayu. Child Thousand Faces. I only get 0.01 points when the giver is close. Child Thousand Faces should be hiding among them. I find no traces of joyous art of celestial demons. They're not assassins, just some servants. It would be tricky to find him. Charming Jade Child's face is even prettier than the rumors have it. It'll be a waste not to peel it off and make a mask with it, and he has a powerful background. If I can replace him, I'll control more than half of the Bloodthirst sect. How tempting. You can't recognize me even if I'm standing right in front of you. Huh. Set me up in the dark and rub it on my nose now. You deserve a lesson. Faceless mantra. I couldn't be sure that it was you until you dodged that. I got you, Guhuayu, the Child Thousand Faces. Finger of Flowery Swords, bend at will. Imitation, Finger of Flowery Swords. He copied my Finger of Flowery Swords, but luckily, the imitation isn't as powerful as the real one. What a man, Charming Jade Child. His Finger of Flowery Swords is so powerful that even my imitation couldn't copy its full strength. How did Xia Yan find me? Only Child Thousand Faces' faceless mantra can copy others' martial arts. So he is... Guhuayu? Didn't you run away? That saves us lots of trouble. Do it. Don't blame me, bro. I don't have a choice. Ha! Mantra of Hexatic Senses, Illusionary Body. I told you it's not easy to kill him. I used to turn down the quest of killing him. Give me a hand, Sky 3. I'll go to the east, and you'll head to the west. Got it. Humph. Where is he? I knew you were here. Well played, Charming Jade Child. You even know I'm still here. My illusionary body could even fool pre-celestial masters. How did he notice me? It's not that hard. Would you take the chance and try to outrun 2 pre-celestial masters or staying here to fight me? The answer is obvious. Your origin point came closely. Of course I'd notice you. Smart, but I want to know how you noticed me the first time. I thought my disguise was perfect. I've got my own way. My instinct told me it might be you, so I tried. I don't know what your way is exactly, but I get that. Charming Jade Child. He's no weaker than me. I can't defeat him in a short time, and Sky 5 and Sky May 3rd come back anytime. I should leave. You missed a step. Bloody shift. My bloody shift is as fast as lightning and can move over 30 miles in a short time. I should be fine now. I can't stay here for long. I must leave at once after taking a power regaining pill and waiting for my internal power to recover. Why did you stop running? Are you exhausted? What step did I miss? You haven't talked things straight with me. Speaking of running, your burst could only help you run without paying attention to anything else. My rainbow shift is much better. But I see your after effects are lighter than mine. Lose most of your internal power, and that's all? I envy you. Xia Yan, how is this possible? You know how to use a lightness skill like bloody shift. My internal power is drained, but why is he still so lively? The pavilion of elites wouldn't have counted me as one of the 5 gentlemen if I was weak. You'd better surrender and tell me all about your plan, Child Thousand Faces. That way, I may spare your life and destroy your cultivation base only. You think you will surely win? I have to use that move now. Xia Yan is much tougher to handle than I thought. Guess I have to find a way to restore my power later. 3 realms gathering. Since you insist on a fight, let's fight. He's fully recovered? I knew none of the 5 gentlemen was simple. Try this, charming jade child. Mantra of hexatic senses, 6 desires transformation. An enhanced edition of the move that Yan Jia was casting? Seems like a type of spirit that is visible to even ordinary people. Xia Daoan even broke a similar move when she was at the 9th level of the post-celestial stage. Why would you think it'd work on me? Each sect has different strong suits, and you're not from the Funshin sect. Moves that can't work on her can be effective on you. Impossible. Finger of flowery swords can't damage spirits when it's not pre-celestial. Everything is possible. I didn't go to the Tongling world for nothing. Mantra of hexatic senses, the devil inside. Then take this. Spiritual attack? I'll handle it, Master Xie. I'm the best, I'm not afraid of you. The art of commanding ghosts? Take this. Too slow. Too weak. I told her only to defend the spiritual impact for me, not to charge at him. She's no match for the masters in the main world. You've raised your ghost well, she withstood my attack impact. Spiritual attacks can't work on me. Admit defeat, Child Thousand Faces, you're no match for me. Admit defeat? This show is just started. He's tricky to handle. Devil's shift. Rebound. His punch was mild. Why would he want to touch me and run? Thanks for the free defensive art, charming jade child. So it was for copying my Guardian of Rebound Zen? If your knockoffs can work, why did you stop using Finger of Flowery Swords? Finger of Flowery Swords is a pre-celestial art after all, but this is a post-celestial one. It's much easier for me to copy it. Imitation, Guardian of Rebound Zen, Rebound. You did make an identical one. I want his art, I'll seize him alive. Why is your defensive art even more power-consuming than pre-celestial arts? Such a defensive art can't be turned on all the time. Did I miss something? Seems like you've gone out for wool and came home shorn? Guardian of Rebound Zen is good only when it comes with the title National Spirit. Otherwise, a few strikes from a strong martial artist will drain your internal power. I can't keep this up, or Sky 3 and Sky May 5th get here. I'll make this quick with that move. What on earth is he casting? If it's an illusion, my flowery sword energy should go through it, and still be under my control. But this is not the case. My energy disappeared. I must figure it out. Finger of Flowery Swords, Withering Strike. Withering Strike is too strong for my Devil Shift to handle. It did hurt me. Now it's my chance. Xia Yan's internal power should have been drained after using Withering Strike. He'll use that amazing recovery skill for sure. I knew it'd work. There's no invincible art. What kinds of art is this? Why can't my faceless mantra copy it? You want to copy my Finger of Nirvana? Forget it. You'd be the boss if you could copy an immortal art. I admit defeat, charming jade child, you are indeed powerful. I couldn't defeat him even with that move. I have to run away even if I have to risk losing my life. Sky 3 and Sky 5 could be here any second. Mantra of Hexatic Senses, Illusionary Body. See you. Nice try, you're going nowhere. Bloody Shift times 6. What? He could cast Bloody Shift multiple times at once. Sky 5 was right. It's hard to kill him. 6 clones casting Bloody Shift at the same time? How and which one should I go after? I know which one to follow, Master Xie. I left a mark on him when he hit me, and only the leftmost one has the mark. Well done, Chinger. Wait for me. Alright, I should be safe now. I've lost at least 3 years of my lifespan, and my cultivation base may go back to the 8th level of the post-celestial stage, and I have to rest for at least half a year to recover. Finger of Flowery Swords, Withering Strike. It's too hard to catch you, so don't blame me for sneaking up on you. He's dead? No, I wanted to capture him alive. Why did you die so fast, bro? Why must I cast the Withering Strike? Bad hand. Your hand is getting red, Master. Forget it, he's dead anyway. I guess I'm just destined to miss the art. What's that, a piece of skin? Why would it survive when the bones and flesh didn't? It looks like it's made of human skin, but it can't be. The withering strike would destroy it if it was. The Huayu stuck this to his skin and made it look like a part of his skin. It should be important enough for him to keep it with him all the time. Could it be the faceless mantra? I think it's stupid to carry your exclusive with you all the time though. A book named Instructions of Disguise, another book named Character Record, and 3 human skin masks. No faceless mantra or any arts from the Shima sect? Instructions of Disguise should be a book teaching people how to disguise. I was right, it's a mixed study of teaching people how to shrink bones, imitate others' manners and expressions fast, and change voices and smells. But it's not as amazing as I thought it would be. One needs human skin masks to disguise as others. Shame that I didn't find the method of making human skin masks. I think Child Thousand Faces didn't write it down. You read so fast, Master. I haven't seen anything yet. So what's this character record about? Monk Excellence, number 7 of the top 10 talents of the Tang Empire, and one of the contemporary arhats in the Rosefinch Temple. In the 18th year of the Xiongwu era, I captured him alive in Xian Town. I interrogated him for a month or so and then I killed and replaced him. Monk Excellence's birth name was Qin Wuk, and he was actually a spy from the Huanxi sect, the largest devil sect of the Han Empire. He mastered both Buddhistic and evil martial arts and his personality was... Is this Ge Huayu's diary, Master Xia Yan? No, no one keeps a diary now. This is a character record of Child Thousand Faces. I guess he had too many identities to remember, so he kept this to avoid forgetting any features of his disguises. It's less than I thought. There are only 3 characters in it. They are powerful, though. A scholar, a monk, and a woman? A stunningly beautiful woman? With an extra thick brown, I guess. You read too fast, Master. Do these 3 human skin masks match with the identities? I can't see anything different. I'll put them on when I'm free. Wait, is this his true face or not? I'm really curious. Let's take a look. I knew it. His overt face isn't his true look. Look, Master Xia Yan. This is his true face. So ugly. No wonder he wanted your beautiful face. I think he had gone twisted because his face was ruined. I have an idea. I've got the human skin masks already. And if I can comprehend instructions of disguise, I can be a fake Child Thousand Faces. Even if getting faceless mantra is off the table. If I replace Child Thousand Faces, I can try to get some arts from the Shima sect. But it'll be risky because he had a powerful background. I must be exposed and get hit. Call the ghost to help us clean the scene. Chinger. We'll hide his death for as long as possible. Sure. Finger of flowery swords. Withering strike. It was very hard to kill such a changeable man. Even if I tell people that I killed him, no one would believe me without seeing his body. I need to think of a thorough plan to replace him. 15 minutes later. Sky 3 and Sky 5 are here. Return to me, Chinger. Xidagarba, are you okay? The one we were chasing was a fake. Looks like you caught the real one. Did Ge Huayu run away? Or maybe I killed him. So did you kill Ge Huayu? No, he ran away. Ge Huayu has too many enemies. If he could die that easily, he'd been dead a long time ago. Ge Huayu is tricky to handle. We went for a few rounds, and I hit his head, then he ran away. I find him interesting, so leave him to me only. Are you sure about this? Ge Huayu is devious. Yes, I'm sure. It's hard to meet someone who interests me, and there will be no fun if you meddle with it. What is Ge Huayu to you, Sky 5? Are you friends or not? Well, kind of. I came from the Shima sect, and I was his father, Ge Yi's disciple. That's all. I only know him as Ge Huayu, not any of the rest. You came from the Shima sect? Is that even reasonable? Why hasn't the Shima sect killed him? Perhaps you're too close to Elder Joy to know his reputation in the world. With his protection, Ge Yi dared not to mess with the Bloodthirst sect. He had to let me go. Besides, I'd removed all the Shima sect skills before joining the Bloodthirst sect. As long as I don't boast about it, the leader of the Shima sect doesn't want to make a fuss for it either. Good. I didn't know Sky 5 had such a story. Now I have a better chance to disguise as Child Thousand Faces safely. I need every detail about Child Thousand Faces and the Shima sect. Tell me everything you know, Sky 5. I want to know everything, including his date of birth, family relations. Everything. Why do you need to know all that for killing him? What are you? Do what I tell you to do. Alright, but it's gonna take a while. Take your time, we've got a whole night. 1 day later. Xidagarba surely knows how to torment people. No wonder Sky 3 came to Datong City just to avoid him. This feeling, could it be? It's you? Finally, I've been waiting for you for a long time. I just turned against you, Huayu. You have some nerves to come to me. I've run away from you once, and I can surely do that again. Besides, it's not the first time someone asked you to kill me. Tell me what Xia Yan offered you. Sorry, Huayu. It's special this time. You can't give me what he offered. Knock it off, Sky 5. I know Xie Yan told you to stay out of this. He wants to come after me alone. I knew you could know anything. You know how capable I am. I can't defeat Xie Yan by confronting him, but I will find a chance to kill him sooner or later. I remember he knows Elder Joy well, and I want to discuss something with you. You must feel awful to have a supervisor who came from nowhere suddenly. I'll keep him alive and make him focus on me at all times. That way, you'll play your role as a commander here as always. How about that? Then, as you wish. Talk soon, Sky 5. He should be Guhuayu, but I feel something is off. Could it be? Whatever, there's no gain for me in this. I should stay out of it. Fooling Sky 5 is just the beginning. Looks like instructions of disguise and masks are useful. There's no replacement if I can't even fool Sky 5 as Child Thousand Faces. Nice acting, Master. Sky 5 didn't notice anything wrong. A bloodthirst commander wouldn't be a simple-minded man. Sky 5 might have suspected something, but he had nothing to prove it. Where are we rushing to, Master? The Bliss Temple. The Bliss Temple, Lu Qingmei's base. Why are we going there? I told you fooling Sky 5 was just the beginning. Lu Qingmei is the key, and I can help that stupid Bai Suyuan deal with her. If my disguise can even fool Lu Qingmei as well, I can start planning about going to the Shima sect. But it's too soon to talk about that now. I'm coming, Bliss Temple. That night, I heard Elder Bat would leave our sect. I wonder if it's true. Outer disciples like us don't get to gossip over the member changes among the elders. Let's focus on patrolling. I'd like Elder Bai to become the new leader. We don't know Elder Lu, after all. Do you have a death wish? It's okay to tell us in private, but don't ever tell others what you just said. Our situation is even harder than the time that our former leader died. Elder Lu is a little stronger than Elder Bai, and she has the Shima sect to back her up. I think the new leader position is settled. The Shima sect is famous for manipulating others' minds. They're notorious even among the devil sects. No one wants to mess with them. Elder Lu told us that the Shima sect would be our support, but who knows what they really think of us. Compared to the Shima sect, I'd rather get controlled by the Maching sect. At least that way, I don't have to worry about when I'll be turned into a puppet. What just flew by? A bird? Fortunately, Bai Suyuan isn't doing this for a spur of the moment. Most disciples at the Bliss Temple prefer her to be the leader. Otherwise, Master Xia would be helping her for nothing. I've learned the terrain, layout, and a lot of gossips as well. I'll stretch a little and return to Master. What's that sound? Is someone doing that thing out there? Master said that Bliss Temple's willfulness about love is one of the tops. Even among devil sects, this is a great place for me to learn. I have to observe them. So many people, awesome. Ouch. Huh, was it just me, or someone was peeping? But I hit nothing. Am I too anxious lately? Is that why I'm overly alert? Elder Gao, the night is too precious to waste any second. Ha, you little naughty boys, taste my goodies. Chinger? I only peeped once. Why did she hit me? What did you see to get yourself beaten like this? I saw them, and they changed many positions, then she hit me, and I was wiped off. Is that why you were gone for so long? No, I watched them only after my job is done. I've done everything you asked me to do perfectly. You don't have to learn that, Chinger. Just leave things as they are. Alright, back to business. Tell me everything you've learned at the Bliss Temple. Ha, Bliss Temple. Greetings, Child Huayu. Huayu's back. You made me wait for a long time. Why didn't you bring me a gift? I forgot about it. I'm sorry. Why are you acting so strangely, Huayu? Oh, why did you say that? Am I exposed? I don't know what Guhuayu is like when facing Lu Qingmei. I'll take my chances and hit the road with Rainbow Shift if anything goes wrong. Your smile is not going to cut it, bad boy. I told you to capture Xie Yan alive and take him here for me. Xie Yan was cunning and tricky to handle, and the Bloodthirst sect wasn't much of a help. I had to deal with him personally and killed him after a long struggle. The situation was impossible for me to capture him alive. Where's the jade pendant that I gave you? Why isn't it on you? Xie Yan broke it, sorry. Jade pendant? My withering strike should have broken it. I'm just telling kind of the truth. Did Xie Yan hurt you, my boy? Come closer and let me have a closer look. Huh, are they that close? Maybe even Xie Yan envies your handsomeness. Let me rub your face for you. Huayu. You. I just want to. Lu Qingmei and Guhuayu are aunts and nephews. It's difficult for me to imitate him in front of her. I'll try for the last time and hit the road if it fails. Surprise you. I killed Xie Yan and copied all his skills with Faceless Mantra. Now Charming Jade Child is one of my collections. Amazing, what a charming young man he is. I feel like I'm in love again by just looking at him. How fickle, aren't you worried that I may tell my father about this? What's wrong with you today, Huayu? Did I say something wrong this time? Please don't make fun of me. Why? Can't a son make a joke about his dad and his mistress? She's in heat looking at another man. Whatever, I have to find a way to muddle through. I have to be identical to Xie Yan when using his face. Is his face you like? not his personality? I see. I heard Xie Yan was a cultivation vessel before. Of course he'd get jealous easily. You know me too well, Huayu. I can't live without you. Unlike your dad, he's no fun. You're so much stronger than him in every way. Really? Is this what I think it is? Seriously? Of course, I can't wait to thank you for your surprise. How generous you are. It's fun looking at you with Xie Yan's face on. I want to taste you thoroughly. I've gone through too much to kill Xie Yan. I should take a shower and get changed to freshen up first. Fine. Make it quick, Huayu, or I'll help you bathe myself. Ji Huayu's room, the Bliss Temple. Holy crap, Lu Qingmei is having an affair with both Ge Huayu and his father? Seriously? I don't know Ge Huayu's habits. It'll get me exposed easily if I do it with Lu Qingmei. Besides, Lu Qingmei and Dang Hongchen were peers. How old is she now? 60? 70? But she's taken great care of herself. She looked like a fine cougar. So it seems like I'm not sacrificing anything here. No, it's still too much for me. But Lu Qingmei hasn't suspected me yet. All my efforts will go in vain if I give up now. Whatever, I'll go to a small world to calm down first, and then think about how to deal with that old woman. Random world search complete. This overed, War God World, 200 origin points required to transmigrate. War God World? Sounds fancy, but why does it only require 200 origin points? Forget it, I'll find out after entering.